This is a real good story about Bronx and his dad, Ryan, real United Airlines customers.
We were returning home, and one of the flight attendants asked Bronx if he wanted to see the flight deck and meet Captain Andrew.
I got to sit in the driver's seat.
I grew up in an aviation family, and seeing Bronx kind of reminded me of myself when I was that age.
That's Andrew, a real United pilot.
These small interactions can shape a kid's future.
It felt like I was the captain.
Allowing my son to see the flight deck will stick with us forever.
That's how good leads the way.
Optimism isn't sunshine and rainbows. It's fixing things, changing the way we fix things. It's running the world on smarter energy. Because if optimism never stops, then change can't either. GE Vernova, the energy of change.
Adobe Acrobat Studio, so brand new. Show me all the things PDFs can do. Do your work with ease and speed. PDF Spaces is all you need. Do hours of research in an instant with key insights from an AI assistant. Pick a template with a click. Now your prezzo looks super slick. Close that deal? Yeah, you won. Do that, doing that, did that, done. Now you can do that with Acrobat. Now you can do that with the all-new Acrobat. It's time to do your best work with the all-new Adobe Acrobat Studio.
¿Hablas español?
Sprichst du Deutsch?
Komm du Nusk?
If you used Babbel, you would. Babbel's conversation-based techniques teaches you useful words and phrases to get you speaking quickly about the things you actually talk about in the real world, with lessons handcrafted by over 200 language experts and voiced by real native speakers. Babbel is like having a private tutor in your pocket. Start speaking with Babbel today. Get up to 55% off your Babbel subscription right now at babbel.com/Spotify, spelled BABBEL.com/Spotify. Rules and restrictions may apply.
Every leap in American history has needed breakthrough energy.
Ignition, liftoff.
Now, AI is here, and Chevron is working to power it. We're aiming to develop multi-gigawatt power plants near data centers, designed with future pathways to lower carbon intensity. AI gets the power it needs, communities get the jobs, and the grid stays strong. Powering AI today builds America's next superpower.
Drink it in, man.
Cornbread! Cornbread! Touchdown, Detroit Lions!
Drink it in, man.
Cornbread! Cornbread! Touchdown, Detroit Lions!
Drink it in, man. Drink it in, man. Detroit Koolaid. Detroit Koolaid drinkers. What is going on, everybody? It's your host, Derek Oakley, right here on the Detroit Koolaid Cast. You know what it is, serving up that delicious. Drink it in, man. Honolulu blue flavored Kool-Aid. Say it 3 times fast. Instead of doing that, how about a double-sided cornbread?
Cornbread! Cornbread!
And I know what you're thinking off the top. You're like, okay, why do you sound like we're coming off a dub? Why are you both excited? You're doing gimmicks. You're positive. I don't know. I really don't, because I'm very, very frustrated by this loss. But am I frustrated? I'm frustrated how it went down and how the team played. I can't say I'm surprised by how it went down, what the referees did, maybe how our team kind of clunked it up because of the opponent, because of the location, a lot of factors. But I'm going to get into all of that. I am frustrated. I am upset. I am disappointed. But I'm going to tell you guys why it's going to be okay. Have some of that Kool-Aid, bite of cornbread, and we'll get this thing rolling. So we can't mess around. Let's get right into this game review, takes, opinions, thoughts, gimmickry. We'll do a little bit of news and notes. We got players coming back, players out, injury updates, team updates. And then we'll finish probably with the preview of the Giants, which the full preview might happen on a Kool-Aid packet, or I might just give it to you here, or I might not preview it much because it's the New York Giants at Ford Field. you know what's going to happen in that football game, or do you? We'll talk all about it here on the show, but let's get into this game. So the Lions lose to the Philadelphia Eagles in Philly 16-9. I mean, this game had a lot of hype. Sunday Night Football. You know, Lions are always talking positive. We love the matchup. We love to compete. We're going to do this. We're going to do that. Don't look at our defense still being battered and injured. No, don't worry about our starting tight end, not only out for this game, but for 4+ weeks. Don't look at our offensive line struggling. Like, let's go. This is a primetime matchup. The fan base was excited. I was excited. But in the back of my head, I was thinking, man, can we get it done? How's this going to go down? And I got to admit, this was a damn ugly football game compared to what I thought it might be. Oh, it was windy and the weather and the fan. Like, I know there were some elements, but I didn't expect 16-9. And especially the way this went down, because I'm looking at the review here. A field goal is the only points in the first quarter. When did the Lions not come out and just go right down the field, put a drive together, get points? So that's unexpected. The fact that Jake Elliott split the uprights on his first field goal when it was pretty damn windy was surprising. Then he makes another one in the second quarter, but sure enough, the Lions come back with a quick 3-play 74-yard drive in 57 seconds by hitting hashtag Jamo fast. Those are those legs rolling because they hit him across the middle. He got the wheels turning. He did the rest to the house. Loved it. Loved that they're getting this guy the football in other ways. Because let's be honest, his plays up over the top have not only been limited, if not non-existent for the most part this year, but usually when they send him 40, 50 yards down the field, either Jared Goff underthrows him, overthrows him, Jamo drops the football, or it gets picked, or something stupid happens. So you want to know how to fix that? Run him on like 8 to 15 yard crossers, get him the ball, and just watch what happens. Because if he has any separation, it's basically a house call every time. And now the bad part. And I don't know what my take is on this. I'm thinking about it as I'm talking here on the show. Jamo does a firefighter-esque jump at the goalpost to hug it, I guess you would say, or straddle it, and then he kind of slides down and collapses, and it's all funny, it's all cool. It used to be good, 10 years ago, however long. Recently, everybody that's anybody that pays attention knows you can't dunk the football across the crossbar, you can't mess with the goalpost. And sure enough, the no fun league, the referees flag him because it is a stupid rule, but it's a rule. 15 yards, by the way, for something that shouldn't matter. To make this, extra point, 50-some yard extra point. That, of course, then goes, wide right. So instead of being up 7-6, it's 6-6. And Jamo's laughing on the sideline. He doesn't care one little bit. Dan Freaky Campbell, I guess, told him, great play, don't ever do that again. What's more stupid? Jamo doing this when he didn't need to, and it's a repeated offense. He's done lots of things. He's a fun guy. The fans love him. I love him. His speed is, how should I classify his speed? Let me think about it for a minute. It's elite. I didn't even make you wait for it. But you can't continue to do this and hurt your football team. Yet it shouldn't be a flag because it's just I can see it dunking over the goalpost because you can hang on it. It could be crooked. You got to call the maintenance man out there. They take 30 minutes because these guys never have the proper tools, don't know what they're doing, can't fix it in time. But the base of the goalpost, remember we used to have cell phones hid under there. We used to do all type of gimmickry, box, go over there and box the the goal post, give it a little right cross. I mean, who knows what else they did? I can't even remember, but that was always a gimmick prop. Now you can't do anything. We missed this kick. It's a tie football game. The fact that Jamo has no clue about this rule, 1, doesn't surprise me, and 2, is frustrating in itself. But what's more stupid? Jamo doing this, laughing, and costing us a point? Or George Pickens doing the exact identical thing the next night on Monday Night Football? A guy that is in a contract year, he's balling out, yet George Pickens does not care about football because he did not watch the game, he doesn't know the rule book, he doesn't have any clue of what's happening other than when he plays, where he catches passes and scores touchdowns. So that made me laugh that George Pickens is that much of a knucklehead, yet a very talented player. So that's neither here nor there. So 6-6 tie, right? This is 5 minutes left in the second quarter. Then, Philadelphia puts a drive together, a plotting 10-play, 64-yard drive, about 5 minutes long. I'm not, even though the people probably would like this, I'm not.
Are your business expenses playing hide and seek? With Uber for Business, the small spends that slip through the cracks, like rides and meals, go right where you need them. Because it integrates with leading expense platforms, you can say goodbye to surprise costs, missing dollars, or chasing receipts. Everything's track-downable. Uber for Business. Make small steps that make a big impact. Learn more at uber.com/small steps.
Did my card go through?
Oh no.
Your small business depends on its internet, so switch to Verizon Business. And you could get LTE business internet starting at $39 a month when paired with select business mobile plans. That's unlimited data for unlimited business.
There we go.
Get the internet you need at the price you want. Verizon Business. Starting price for LTE business internet, 25 megabits per second unlimited data plan with select Verizon Business smartphone plan savings. Terms apply.
When cool, creamy ranch meets tangy, bold buffalo, the whole is greater than the sum of its sauce. Say howdy, partner, to new Buffalo Ranch sauce. Only at McDonald's for a limited time.
At participating McDonald's.
New Icy Hot. Nighttime recovery. Relieves pain at nighttime while your body recovers. Icy Hot. You're so back.
If we knew more about our sleep, what would we do differently? Would we go to bed at a consistent time or take steps to reduce interruptions to our sleep? With the all-new Sleep Score, Apple Watch measures your bedtime consistency, interruptions, and sleep duration. Then, every morning it combines these factors into an easy-to-understand score from 1 to 100. So you'll know how to take the quality of your sleep from good to excellent. Introducing the new Sleep Score on Apple Watch. iPhone 11 or later required.
Gonna do it. I have multiple. I saw that at Chops in the D, my co-host took a shot at me. Oh, Oakley complaining. I whooped Oakley in this fantasy league. All of that is bull. But I had another week where this non-touchdown by Saquon Barkley that was a touchdown, yet they just sort of assumed his not even his knee, but they call his lower leg touching as being down a half a millimeter before the end zone, so they call it back, and then Jalen Hurts, of course, just slugs or dives or does that play that we shall not speak of to get in the end zone. Yeah, that cost me at least 1 to 2, maybe 3 fantasy matchups, yet those are probably the only 3 I lost. I had another incredible week despite the ridiculous amount of bad beats that I've got in this season. So The worst part about this was not only they took my Saquon touchdown away, but 16 seconds left on the clock. So instead of going into the locker room 6-6, you go in the locker room 13-6. Yes, of course, when they interview Dan Freaky Campbell, he's going to tell you, well, we're getting the football, man, and I felt good about what we were doing, and we were going to make some adjustments and come on, get a touchdown. I wasn't worried about it, man. He's going to give you all that alpha positivity. But yes, it's not ideal to give up a SCO with 16 seconds left on the clock. So 13-6, it's a ho-hum football game. Looking at this recap, There is absolutely nothing that happened in the third quarter worth of substance. Except for, I don't know, I could have led with this. Chops' boy at JG16 or Jared Goff on the Twitterverse, or that poster that Chops has on a ceiling of his quarterback. Like, this guy was absolutely terrible. Tell him, Charles.
That's terrible.
I agree. He was absolutely terrible.
That's terrible.
He couldn't complete a pass. He couldn't get out of his own way. He couldn't hold on to the football when he needed to. He couldn't check out of any bad plays. He couldn't move his feet. This Jared Goff, I don't have the numbers exactly in front of me. Dude was like 30 to 40% passing in this game. Like, that's unbelievable. Dude's been up over 70+% for the season, yet here he's half. He's basically half that. How do you complete less than 50% of your passes as an NFL quarterback? I don't care what the weather is. It doesn't matter to me what the defense is doing. That's awful. And this was like, these were balls in the dirt, drop passes by Amon-Ra. Yeah, I said it. Dude's had a few this year. I'm talking few means more than one and more than two and probably more than three. So he's had a little bit of the dropsies. But Jared Goff was just a mess in this game. Couldn't get it together. Why they didn't just run the football, dude, I don't know. Jahmyr Gibbs is beyond me, because he was cutting fools up. He was catching swing passes, going for 100+. Instead, they're like, no, let's let Jared Goff throw 18-yard dig routes, only he throws it at 13 yards right into the ground. That was hard to watch. I mean, this whole game was an awful watch, in my opinion, for so many reasons. So like I said, do you want your third quarter recap? Here you go. Nothing happened. Get into the fourth quarter. Somehow Jake Elliott decides to split the uprights again from nearly 50. What happened to this wind that I heard about? What happened to it's a hard night for kickers? What about, I don't know, we should just go for it. Here's another lead that I buried in this football game. Do we really have to go for it every time on fourth, no matter the spot on the field, the way our team is playing? I don't know. The way our quarterback and our offense are playing? Hit him, Charles.
That's terrible.
Dan Campbell, your decision making in this game.
That's terrible.
Hey, that's who we are, man. Like, how many times have we said on this pod? We get it. You go for it on fourth a lot. You're very aggressive. You use third down to get the fourth down so you can get fourth down. Congratulations. We love it when it works. When you're 0 for 1, 0 for 2, 0 for 3, 0 for 2 or 3, I'm probably starting to rethink my strategy. It's not just go for it because, and since when are NFL teams, it's like third and, yeah, it's like 4th and 6 from the 30 or from inside your 20, 25, whatever. Since when is that a go for it opportunity? Kick the freaking field goal. Get points. There's so many times in this game I'm like, is he going for it? Why? It's like 3rd or 4th and 8 from the 28. Kick the field goal. Said, nope, go for it. Jared Goff throws it in the dirt, 5 yards short, over the guy's head, inaccurate. Got scared because of the pass rush. And we just, I wrote some of my buddies and I'm like, that's another turnover. The Lions had like 5 turnovers in this game that won't show up on the stat sheet because they're all 4th down non-conversions where, in case you checked, you just give the ball to the other team. And you don't give it to them like 50 yards down the field like if you'd punt it. You give it to them right there at that yard line. And people just act like that's no big deal. Like, oh, being aggressive, go for it. It's like, no, when you don't get a 4th, you turn the ball over. It's the same as interception, a fumble, or whatever to me, and it kills your football team. So that's when you get it. Great, we're happy. We're dancing in the streets. Celebrate. Most of the time, that is what we do when Dan freaking Campbell goes for it. But when you don't get it, it's not good. The old Family Feud buzzer for all the
Hi, I'm Jim. I'm not an actor, just a guy living with prostate cancer. My wife and I face each day head on. We asked my doctor about Xtandi enzalutamide.
Xtandi 40 milligram tablets treats men with prostate cancer that has spread to other parts of the body and responds to a medical or surgical treatment to lower testosterone. Xtandi may cause serious side effects: seizure, a brain condition called PRESS, allergic reactions, heart disease that can lead to death, falls and bone fractures, swallowing problems, or choking that can lead to death. Stop Xtandi and get medical help at once if your face, tongue, lip, or throat starts swelling. Tell your doctor at once if you faint, have a seizure, quickly worsening headache, decreased alertness, confusion, vision problems, chest pain or discomfort, or shortness of breath. Xtandi can cause harm to an unborn baby or miscarriage. Use birth control during and 3 months after Xtandi. Common side effects include muscle and joint pain, feeling unusually tired, hot flashes, constipation, less appetite, diarrhea, high blood pressure, bleeding, falls, fractures, and headache.
Visit Xtandi.com to watch my story.
I am so excited for this spa day. Candles lit, music on, hot tub warm and ready. And then my chronic hives come back. Again, in the middle of my spa day. What a wet blanket. Looks like another spell of itchy red skin. If you have chronic spontaneous urticaria, or CSU, there is a different treatment option. Hives during my next spa day? Not if I can help it. Learn more at treatmyhives.com.
This episode is brought to you by Progressive Insurance. Do you ever find yourself playing the budgeting game? Well, with the Name Your Price tool from Progressive, you can find options that fit your budget and potentially lower your bills. Try it at Progressive.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Price and coverage match limited by state law. Not available in all states.
At Blinds.com, it's not just about window treatments. It's about you, your style, your space, your way. Whether you DIY or want the pros to handle it all, you'll have the confidence of knowing it's done right. From free expert design help to our 100% satisfaction guarantee, everything we do is made to fit your life and your windows. Because at Blinds.com, the only thing we treat better than windows is you. Black Friday deals are going on all month long. Save up to 45% off site-wide plus an additional 10% off every order right now at Blinds.com. Rules and restrictions apply.
That we had. Now, looking at this recap, the 50-plus yard, or barely 49, 50-yarder by Jake Elliott puts him up 16-6. We get a 54-yarder from Jake Bates with just under 2 minutes. That was a hell of a kick from way downtown, right down the middle. Again, where was the weather there? Nowhere. They were showing balls below left, right, and center all over in the pregame. This dude's like, 54-yarder, that's a layup. Makes it. And this is where it gets dicey for me. I know I'm 15, 20 minutes here on the first segment, but it is what it is. Like, the Lions are down 7. They kicked the ball off. They got all their timeouts, I believe, at this point. They just need a stop. What do they get? First down stop, second down stop. On 3rd and long, what was it, like 3rd and 8, somewhere in that range? The Philadelphia Eagles think they're just going to run a nice little whoopsie out route on Rocky Sin. And not only do they not get it, the ball's uncatchable. It's way out of bounds. A.J. Brown didn't make much of an effort to go get this ball. He didn't run a great route. If he did, Rocky Sin was right in his hip pocket. There was no hand fighting. There was no grabbing. There was no pulling. If anything, there was an A.J. Brown push-off, which then he pushed off, tried to get his big lanky arm, his, 6'3", 6'4". The ball still was 5 to 6 feet over his head and out of bounds. And the Zebras throw a flag. This is absolutely unacceptable. This was one of the worst calls I've ever seen in all of sports. No, I'm not overreacting. No, that's not a homer take. If you put 2 other jerseys on and this same play happened, I would have the exact same take. Because Rocky Sin didn't grab, he didn't push, he didn't lock him up, he didn't grab his jersey. He didn't do anything worthy of pass interference or holding. And this jamoke in a zebra uniform called a pass interference 15 plus yards, ball spot, whatever you're going to call it at this point, gifts them a first down and ends the game. Now, but Gray, are you saying that was the reason they... No, the Lions didn't play well. The only person that was good basically for their team was the multidimensional, positionless, wait for it, I won't even make you wait for it, elite weapon, Jameer Gibbs. And like everybody else was terrible except for our defense played their ass off. They played incredible. And you want to take away a chance for us to not only get the football back with a minute and 20-some seconds left, and I can't remember if we had a timeout in our back pocket as well. Did we have one, or maybe we were out at that point? It doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter what your name is.
Exactly, because this shouldn't have been a call. We would have got the football back. The type of players we have with the grit, the nasty mentality would say, we played like absolute you-know-what this whole football game. Let's go get a touchdown and let's have Dan freaking Campbell say, let's go for 2 and win this game. But you know, we didn't get that opportunity because the refs, they have no accountability. This was a horrible call. Just listen to Chris Collinsworth, and anybody else that's not Ray Charles would tell you the exact same thing. And instead, it ends a football game. It costs us the division lead. It costs us probably home field throughout the playoffs. Give us a freaking chance to get the ball back and let us have a chance to go down and score a tie or win on our own merits, not by throwing some phantom flag. And there's no accountability, like I said. Everybody knows it was a bad call. You can't challenge it. They don't even admit it in the post game. Nobody says anything because it's Detroit. Oh well, they'll just fight through it. Dan Campbell won't say anything because he's a big tough guy. He's gonna say and do everything right. Instead of you ask him in a quiet room, he knows that was bull bleep. Everybody knows it. We should have got the football back. So this was a terrible game by the Lions offense, a great game by the Lions defense, a terrible game by the Philadelphia Eagles offense, a damn pretty good game by the Philly defense. And the Lions lost on the road by 7. Should have got the ball back. Probably would have went down and scored. Would have maybe went for the tie. They would have went to win it and probably done it. We've been dancing in the streets. Everybody. That's my fired up gimmick / rant review of Lions at Philly. And I'm going to take a pause, have some Detroit Kool-Aid and cornbread to calm down. I'm going to come back, news and notes, the preview of the game we don't need to preview, which is the New York Giants, and so much more. Everybody, I'll be right back.
Oh, Hilton stay, your beds are soft and cozy. No lumpy couch, no stiff futon, no shower line at crack of dawn. Oh, Hilton stay, oh, Hilton stay.
When you want holiday comfort you can count on, it matters where you stay. Enjoy comfortable rooms and friendly service when you stay with Hilton instead. Save up to 25% this season when you book with Hilton. Hilton for the stay. Terms apply.
This episode is brought to you by Indeed. Stop waiting around for the perfect candidate. Instead, use Indeed sponsored jobs to find the right people with the right skills fast. It's a simple way to make sure your listing is the first candidates see. According to Indeed data, sponsored jobs have 4 times more applicants than non-sponsored jobs. So go build your dream team today with Indeed. Get a $75 sponsored job credit at Indeed.com/podcast. Terms and conditions apply.
Hi, I'm here to pick up my son Milo. There's no Milo here.
Who picked up my son from school?
Streaming only on Peacock.
I'm gonna need the name of everyone that could have a connection.
You don't understand. It was just the 5 of us.
So this was all planned.
What are you gonna do? I will do whatever it takes to get my son back.
I honestly didn't see this coming. These nice people killing each other.
All Her Fault, a new series streaming now only on Peacock.
Thursday Night Football is on, and it's only on Prime Video.
That is unbelievable.
This week, the Bills stampede into Houston to meet the Texans in a showdown under the lights.
Are you kidding me with this catch?
Coverage begins at 7 p.m. Eastern with football's best party. TNF Tonight, presented by Verizon. Not a Prime member? Not a problem. Simply sign up for a 30-day free trial. It's the Bills and the Texans, Thursday at 7 p.m. Eastern, only on Prime Video. Restrictions apply. See Amazon.com/Amazon Prime for details.
Okay, Chad. Today you're gonna drive the all-electric Toyota BZ.
But my electric vehicle phobia. I'm not ready, Dr. Ross.
I believe in you.
Oh my gosh. We're inside it.
Try to take deep breaths, okay?
The ventilated seats, they're touching me.
You can do this, Chad. Drive the car. How do you feel, Chad?
I feel cured. Woohoo! I'm doing it!
The all-electric BZ. One drive can change your mind. Toyota. Let's go places.
All right, everybody. This goes out to my fantasy football fans out there. Now, you probably heard about Reality Sports Online, the most powerful fantasy sports platform where owners can build and manage their fantasy team like a real NFL general manager. But the question is, have you tried it? I mean, we're talking free agency, multi-year contracts, rookie drafts, multi-team trades. You can put franchise tags on guys. It's as close as you're going to get to being an NFL GM. But do you think it sounds complicated? It's not. I'm here to tell you it's the best thing about Reality Sports Online is it's just more fun than your normal fantasy league, but it doesn't take barely any more time. After all this, are you still not sure? I mean, come on now. You can test your general manager skills by going over to Reality Sports Online, call it RSO. Please go check out realitysportsonline.com right now. Kool-Aid drinkers, I'm back. Thank you so much for checking out the show, repping the show, sharing the show, hollering at the show, retweeting the show, subscribing to the show. You know what it is. It was therapeutic for me to get that off my chest, that end part, the review, put this game behind me, moving on to the Giants. But the key for the Lions, I said I was going to spin this forward for everybody. The fact is, I need to have a heart-to-heart with the loyal, diehard Detroit Koolaid drinkers, but especially the fair weather, all of a sudden Lions fans who we're the greatest team ever when we win. The minute we lose, you get on the radio, you call up those ridiculous shows. You know what they are on our local sports radio. You say how Dan Campbell's fault. We're not that good. The O-line's a mess. We might not even make the playoffs. Brad Holmes didn't do this. Dan Campbell, messed this up. Jared Goff can't play quarterback. And it's just, they're terrible opinions. This is a damn good football team when healthy. This is a well-coached team. We got a hell of a GM who has taken this team from nothing to one of the top teams in the National Football League. So don't give me all this where some of my friends even that are reputable people and good sports fans will go from, oh, we're going to the Super Bowl, Oak Creek, to, oh, I just hate it. I'm quitting on this team. I can't believe they lost. What do you mean? It makes no sense. Like, these are irrational takes. You can say it was a horrible game by the team, the offense. You can say the coaching had some mishaps. But don't flip-flop all the time where, like, when we beat Washington, who wasn't a good football team, and didn't have their starting quarterback, and Dan freaking Campbell had the Mother Goose glasses, that you were handing us a trophy. And then a week later, you lose to a pretty dang good football team at their house in Philly outside, and you're like, oh, this team just doesn't have it. I don't know. There hasn't been much that's changed, other than our offense played really well in Washington and not so good, if not terrible, in Philly.
That's terrible.
I agree, Charles. So that's that. Let me get to news and notes real quick. for all the Laporta supporters. Sam Laporta, Sammy Biscuits. It popped up out of nowhere. You always hear like these guys, oh, you know, he's missed a couple practices, he's got a little tender back, his hip, his ankle's hurting, whatever. These guys always play. I had no idea until Friday or Saturday, whenever it came out, that Biscuits was really that hurt or out or maybe going to be out. And all of a sudden, he's not only out, he's on IR. 4 weeks. Dan Campbell said he doesn't know if he's going to be back. Huh? What? Like, when? He just played last game, the whole game, and I don't remember anything where he was all dinged up. So that not only shocked me, that's a big impact, because Biscuits handles stuff over the middle of the field. He's tough. He blocks. Sometimes he doesn't block that well, but he tries hard. He scores touchdowns. He moves chains. He's a great teammate. So that's a big loss on so many levels. And like, again, this goes back to like this thing I have where it's just like, what are these injuries? Dude somehow got hurt, but I don't remember him leaving the game, and now he's got to be out a month, maybe the whole season and playoffs? Like, I've never had an injury in my life that wasn't surgical where I had to miss more than a day or two. Maybe a week if I'm real dinged up. But these guys get like a little tweak in my back, my hamstring, my ankle, and it's like, peace, I'll see you in like 2.5 months. It's like, I know the game is physical, but these guys are the best of the best athletes. They're supposed to be the toughest guys ever. I'm not questioning Sam Laporta's toughness, but what I'm saying is this is an Oakley injury rant about how like they get a little hurt on a Sunday and they're out for 2.5 to 3 months. Or this IR where you put a guy... You're telling me there's no chance that Sam Laporta could have come back, I don't know, in 20 days, which would be like 3 weeks? You're telling me you're sure he's got to be out 4 weeks and then you don't know if he's going to be there after that? I'm no doctor. That's a hell of a back tweak. So it's just disappointing. And I'm going to read off all these other injuries, but I guess I'm getting to the point with the National Football League, the NFL, where like if you're going to be 6'5", yoked up 240 some pounds, a lot of these guys on average, yet you pull your hammy and you're out for, 68 days. It's like, I have a problem with that. One, because I feel like you're letting your teammates and the fan base down. But two, like, I just don't feel like you need to be out that long. Like, get it right. Put some icy hot on it. Maybe dip it in rice. How about a little, what else do they put? You got all the little ailments. Put a heat pack on it. Let's go. I'll catch you, hey, you're really hurt. Okay, take the week off. I'll see you next week. Let's go. That's where I'm at with a lot of these injuries. Unless it's surgical, unless you break something, unless it's reported right away that it's a very severe tear or some type of... But these strains and bumps and, my kind of hurt, fell on my shoulder wrong, and next thing you know, it's a 4+ 8 week injury. I'm just not buying it in a lot of cases. I know some people give me grief for that, but it is what it is. I mean, it's becoming an epidemic in sports where it's like, hey, I'm a real tough guy until I get a little injury and then my paycheck's the same, but I don't have to practice, I don't have to play, I don't have to rush back, and there's no repercussions. Like, it's just, hey, doc, I'm not feeling good. All right, take 3 more weeks off, then let me know how you're doing. Ay. So other injury notes is Kerbo is still out. I feel like Kerbo, when I saw him on the field where he was like, looked like he was dead, he couldn't move his leg, and then he went in the blue tent and took like a 5-hour energy or stretched or whatever, and then came out dancing and running around like crazy. But then the next time he went on the ground, he looked like my 94-year-old grandpa, where he couldn't get off the crouching position up to a full base. So I don't know what is going on with Kerbo. I feel like he is really hurt. I want him to be better. We need him to make those impact interceptions. And Dan Campbell is like, he's getting better, and we're not sure, and we'll see. But he is getting better. Well, you said that 3 weeks ago, too, and he still hasn't come back to play. So I would think, ideally if you could have him for that Thanksgiving game against Green Bay, that'd be tremendous. I don't expect him in this game. I do expect this guy.
Rodrigo!
That was a sound drop. Here's the live version. Rodrigo! I do expect him to be back. I expect him to make plays. I expect people to be pleasantly surprised that Rodrigo, that was the live version. Here's the sound drop.
Rodrigo
is back out there on special teams, a backup linebacker, flying around, diagnosing screens and blowing them up. I love his game. I really do. So that'd be a nice thing to get him back. DJ, that's my DJ. Reed.
Go DJ, that's my DJ. Go DJ, yeah.
DJ Reed is a surprising one because it was like he tore his hamstring, whatever they said. And then next thing you know, in like 2 weeks, he was working on the side with trainers. I think somebody told me that, like, I see DJ Reed out there sprinting and running around like crazy. Like, why is he not back? And it's like, I think Dan Campbell said he's close. He could be back. I'd say probably this week, maybe next week. Maybe, either after Thanksgiving.
In Walmart's Hoonuville, everyone ready their cart. Amazing Black Friday deals are about to start. Online and in the app, such great deals to explore. Everything you love from tech, toys, and more. The days to save and the ones to remember. It's only the 25th to the 30th of November. Set your alarms. Don't miss out. These deals are epic, without a doubt. The Who's are all ready, but are you? Walmart Black Friday deals await. Who knew?
This episode is brought to you by Casamigos Tequila. What do you bring to a holiday party? Simple. A bottle of Casamigos. Because nothing gets the party started like a Casamigos margarita, which isn't just for summer. In fact, it's the perfect pour all year round. Casamigos is the gift that always feels right. Because anything goes with my Casamigos. Please drink responsibly. Imported by Casamigos Spirits Company, White Plains, New York. Casamigos Tequila, 40% alcohol by volume.
Good morning, Crust. It's a great day to be a bread brother.
Ugh, mornings are not my jam. Or jelly.
Oh, come on. Stop loafing around.
I just woke up feeling hollow inside.
Just grab one of the new Morning Uncrustables sandwiches, like Bright Eyed Berry or Up and Apple, filled with 12 grams of protein and tons of deliciousness. Crust, what are you eating?
It's just granola, not even yogurt.
No crust, no fuss. Uncrust your mornings.
Purina believes no one should have to make the impossible choice between their own safety and their pets. But nearly half of domestic abuse survivors delay leaving because they can't bring their pets with them. Through the Purple Leash Project, Purina is helping create more pet-friendly domestic violence shelters so survivors and their pets can escape and heal together. Visit Purina.com/purple to learn more.
Hello, I'm Diane Morgan. If you know who I am, you know who I am. If you don't, who cares? I'm here to explain Italian Time, a holiday phenomenon where Italians throw away their clocks and gather for eternity with San Pellegrino. I've been at this party so long that I've eaten 5 courses, hugged someone's grandma twice, and been offered a job in the family restaurant. So this holiday season, make sure to bring enough San Pellegrino to last you through the meal, the after meal, and the entire goodbye ritual. San Pellegrino, holiday on Italian Time.
Being or that first week or so of December, but that's going to be a huge help because if you get DJ, that's my DJ Reed, and in case you didn't know, TA, I'm still asking where is he AT, because he was in, then he was out for the season, yet never mind, he was back in a week or two, then he was out again with a concussion, his shoulder, his ankle, his hamstring, his whatever's going on with TA. I don't know where he's AT with his injuries, but I do know that if we get TA and DJ back on the field, and we have a Meek, and we have all these, unknown guys, the legion of whom that have been out there balling, that would be even better for this defense, which has played way better than expected. I mean, don't come on here, don't hit me up on Twitter, at Derek Okrie, spelled the only way you could spell it, DerekOkrie, and tell me that you knew this defense was going to be this good. Oh, I knew Shep was going to be all over it. We were going to be top whatever in the league. No, you didn't. because with all the injuries and with the way this team was constructed, you hope to be in like the top half or third and you'd be dancing. And instead, we're like better than that and we're hurt way more than we should be. So getting those corners back. My former boy, Josh Pascal, might be back too here in the next week or two, which would be nice, except I don't know what he's going to give me, because there's been times when he comes back where I see him and I'm like, look at big old Josh Pascal getting after it. And then there's time where Josh Pascal is trying to run down a quarterback, a running back, whatever, from the D-line. I'm like, is Josh Pascal stuck in mud? Is he really trying when everybody else is flying past him at warp speed? Because I just don't know if he's got the pop, the juice, the physical ability with all these injuries. But he's a good dude. He tries hard, but I don't think the ceiling is there anymore for Josh Pascal. But hey, another big body on the D-line, I'd take it. So that's kind of your injury update. I hate to even do this. You want to hear the standings update in the NFC North? I can't even believe, again, I said it a couple weeks ago, is it a misprint? Is that really Shikaka's record? And now I'm seeing at Joey Sports Guy's favorite team at the top of the NFC North. The Chicago Bears are 7-3. I had to reach out to him before I recorded. I think it was earlier today, where I was like, you're not drinking that orange Kool-Aid, are you? Which then he went on to give the ho-hum answer of like, oh, you know, it's great, but I'm not counting on it, but I'm enjoying it. And then he took a couple shots at how the Lions have played, which I respect. But he's riding the fence about how he knows his team is probably going to win one or two more football games for the rest of the year, yet him and his group of people, they're in the old windbag city over there, just hooting and hollering on the Twitterverse. Oh, look at us. Oh, it's our year. We're going to do this. It's like, no, that's a total anomaly, 7-3. You should probably lost 3 or 4 more football games at this point. You pulled a couple out of rabbits out of your hat. Congratulations. The Cheddarheads, the mozzarella sticks, because they tied the Dallas Cowboys. What was that game, like 40-40? Something ridiculous. Like, they're somehow in second place at 6-3-1. Our Detroit Lions, the Kings of the North, and probably will be when it's all said and done, are at 6-4. And then you got the Minnesota Vikings, who gave away a game to Chicago, gave away a couple more games, somehow beat the Lions, are at 4-6. That just doesn't look right in so many ways. Like, Minnesota should be higher, Chicago should be lower, Detroit should be at the top, Cheddarhead should probably be second, kind of in that no man's land that they always reside in. So enjoy it while you can at Joey Sports Guy. We'll have to have him come on here before things go south for his team, or maybe we'll wait till the end of the year if his team does pull out a couple dubs. Could you imagine Lions, Bears to end the season, and we just like go in there and just blow their doors at their house where their fans are thinking that this, that, and the other is going to happen, and we just win by like 2 or 3 touchdowns out in the snow or whatever it's going to be in Chicago. So that would be fun. I'm looking at the schedule. Like, we have
REI Co-op presents a perfect outdoor moment with the perfect gift. Picture this. You're ripping with your favorite person. Bluebird skies, blower powder, and frankly, you're skiing like legends.
So sick. Another lap?
Thanks to REI's curation, from lid to sticks, you nailed the gift.
No way. How'd you know?
Does it get more perfect than that? Give without guessing. Shop in store or visit rei.com.
Experience a membership that backs what you're building with American Express Business Platinum. Unlock over $3,500 in business and travel value annually with statement credits on select purchases from brands like Dell, Hilton, and Adobe, and other benefits. American Express Business Platinum. There's nothing like it. Based on total potential value of statement credits on select purchases and other benefits, enrollments required, monthly and other limits and terms apply. Learn more at americanexpress.com/business-platinum.
Introducing the U Rules of Value from Burger King. And U Rule number 1, you choose food you actually want. There's 7 tasty options, so try the $5 duo or $7 trio. Choose your deal. Price and participation vary. U.S. only. No substitutions. Restrictions apply.
Building a portfolio with Fidelity Basket Portfolios is kind of like making a sandwich. It's as simple as picking your stocks and ETFs, sort of like your meats and other toppings, and managing it as one big, juicy investment. Now that's pretty good. Learn more at fidelity.com/baskets. Investing involves risk, including risk of loss. Fidelity Brokerage Services, LLC. Member NYSE SIPC.
Are you a forward thinker? Then you need an HR and finance platform that thinks like you do. Workday is the AI platform that helps propel your organization, your workforce, and your industry into the future. Workday, moving business forever forward.
At the Giants at home, so that's indoors, should be a easy dub for the Lions. Then on Thanksgiving, we've got the Cheddar Heads, the Mozzarella Sticks. Then we host the Dallas Cowboys and Jared Jones. So that's 3 home games in a row. Easy dub, tough matchup, but we owe them a lick back for the opening game. We always love to drop 40 to 50 nowadays on Dallas, so we'll see how that game goes. They can put up points, but their defense is terrible, and we still want to just embarrass them, especially on Prime Video of, what is that, early December game. Then we go at LA, which is a road game indoors against a non-fan base with a quarterback that we love to beat up on. Statty Patty Matty Statty Pad. Jared Goff will probably try to get that one. Okay, congratulations. The Rams have a good record. They're a pretty damn good football team, but that's a coin flip game if you ask me. Then we come back to Ford Field and have the Steelers, who haven't had a quarterback, now have an injured, not good quarterback, and have nobody behind them that's good, so who knows what they're doing. They love Mike Tomlin, love the Steelers as a whole, their culture, but hate their quarterback and hate how they're constructing their team the last few years. Then we go at Vikings indoors and at Chicago to end the season. TBD if you ask me, but we'll see. I know we'll play well. What about them? We'll see what happens. And as far as this Giant game goes, like, we'll see how my schedule goes this week. Like I told you guys before, it didn't make sense really, and I didn't have time to do a packet on Monday, and I wasn't going to do one after that debacle of a game late Sunday night at, what did it end, like midnight, 1 in the morning, whatever. I wasn't going to do a packet. I'm giving you the review, giving you takes, giving you gimmickry opinions. Like, I would assume if my schedule goes, I'll do a Koolaid packet on when's that drop? Friday, where I'll talk more about the Giants and what's going on with the team and who's healthy and whatnot. But like, real quick on the Giants, here's the funny thing about them. I said easy dub. I did that whole gimmick right, but like, if you think about it, the Giants were actually surprising a lot of people not in just a few weeks ago. But great, Jackson Dart's hurt and Neighbors is out and they lost Scattaboo. I understand all that. They have some ridiculously bad injury luck. But let's say Jackson Dart is over his concussion. He found a way to still move the team, both with his legs and other things. They have some players on defense, and for whatever reason, the team rallied behind Jackson Dart and their former head coach. I'm sure they'll do it for whoever's interim. What is it, Mike Kafka or somebody like that, where they think they're going to just throw the ball around and do all this gimmickry offense. So this could be a weird game. Right? I hope Famous Jameis plays, because you know he's going to throw us the football at least 3 times if he's in, or fumble it or whatever he does. He's a funny dude and a good dude, but he turns the football over at a ridiculous rate. And even if he has a good game, just wait till the end. He or his teammates will make a mistake to cost them the game. That's the story of his life as a pro. Like I said, I like some of their defense. I kind of like Jackson Dart as a swaggy, moxie type player. He's not afraid to run it. He can throw it all over the yard. He's going to make mistakes too if he's back. But if he's in, it's a tougher game. If Famous Jameis and company are in, it should be a cakewalk for the Lions. And I'd love the Lions to just put up a big old 40+, put everybody back on notice that last week was an anomaly for the offense. We're in our house. We're not afraid of Green Bay coming up next week. We get everybody excited for that Thanksgiving showdown. That's what I want to see, but it could get a little dicey. So maybe I'll get into more of that. Maybe I'll just do more rants and gimmicks if I do the Friday packet. But I'm going to get up out of here for today. That's probably around my 45 minutes like I like to do for you guys. I'm going solo. Chops is coaching hockey, playing hockey, traveling, signing business deals, just putting that he can't do the show and making me do it. You know what it is. But this was good to just get on the mic, rant and rave. I hope I entertained you. I hope I brought some opinions, some thoughts, some entertainment, as well as that delicious Honolulu blue flavored Kool-Aid.
Drink it in, man.
Cornbread!
Everybody, that's what I got. And I'll catch you next time right here on the Detroit Koolaid Cast. Take care, everybody. I'm out.
Pack the bag, start the plane. This game is over. It is over. What a comeback by the Lions.
Drink it in, man.